What's interesting to me, and I represented the Ellicott District before I became councilman at large and the council president. I was the Ellicott District councilman, which took in all of this area. And I used to say, and part of the Lower West Side, I used to say that I had the best job in the world because I represented everybody. When you go to the Larkin District and you go 2 or 3 streets in towards Swan Street, you will be surprised at what you see. You will see older houses, but you will see a great deal of diversity. You'll see a lot of issues and problems. When you go to the Fruit Belt, you're going to see a lot of vacant property and older houses, but you're not going to necessarily see the diversity that you have even in some of these areas here, because pretty much that central part of the city is still African American. So let's bring up the map.
24 before my love you see, I'll be there with you.
This is a color-coded map that was done by an artist and landscape architect out of Chicago. And he said, I'm going to do the same thing when it comes to race and it comes to nationality to show what the current conditions are in Buffalo. The question is, what about this here? This area represents a lot of the people of color, particularly African Americans. These are the levels of poverty from the census map that I often use in the work that I do. You have in this area close to 70,000 people who are primarily African American, who are at just above or below the poverty level. That's what you're going to see when you visit the Fruit Belt, and if you go deeper into the community. When this map first came out, I was astounded by it. What does that map say? And you can't see it all. But if you talk about that central area that was colored here, what do you think about that? How do you include that as part of your narrative? And how do you balance the message between the progress and the problem? Can you really have progress? Can Buffalo be considered a really hot city or a place of opportunity and innovation when you have statistics like this?
In and around the lake, mountains come out of the sky, they stand there. 24 before my love, I'll be there.
Where do you live?
I live in Snyder, New York. It's really interesting because I live right sort of in the division between the city and then the suburb.
My attachment with the city really is kind of this very light string of me and Nichols just passing back and forth.
I'm Ryan Mallow, and this is a map of Clarence Center.
Have you guys over here?
Yeah, none of us really.
We've never been to this area over here.
Something I haven't really explored though is this east side area. I drew like some sort of paisley print here to show that it is flowering and that it would be great to go and visit it and really learn more about it. This is my city, and I'm probably going to be leaving next year to go to college, and I really want to take the opportunity to discover it and to truly understand it before I have to go.
And they're astounded at what they're seeing. They're saying, look, all of this progress, that YouTube thing, they're saying, wow, Pitts, we never thought that Buffalo would begin to rise. The question is, you know what, man? We need to do something about this. We need to get our kids together, and we need to get people together who are talking about what Buffalo is, and we need to start addressing this. Buffalo still has opportunity, and that's what this represents. And that's the history of innovation that we have. People who came to Buffalo came because they had hope. Came because it was on the Great Lakes, and because of the community and the neighborhoods that it had, it provided the kind of substance and stuff that people wanted for their families.